Hello. Yes. So everybody, good afternoon, everyone. So today we are going to do the project number C26 in White Hat Junior. I am Vansha Agrawal from White Hat Junior. Okay. So I'll tell you how to do the C26 project in White Hat Junior. So let us start. Let me show you my screen over here. Yeah, this is the project ADBC 26. This is the edited project. As that project one firstly I uploaded that one more video. Okay, and that one was, I think, some error was there, so I have deleted that video. So this is my link. I'll open my link. Okay, I'll just explain you the coding, and from one line I'll do the coding also. Okay, I'll do also the coding and I'll explain you the coding also. So yeah, here's the design part. So I don't want to make anything over here, so I don't have to remix it over here. Okay, so I'll not remix it only. I'll not remix it. So because I don't want to make any project over here. Okay, so let me just start now. So now I'll just sign in with my account because I want to make the project. I'll show you how to make the project over here in this video. Okay, let me now sign in with my account. See, I can't show you, so I'll just sign in over here. Okay, let me sign in now. Yeah, so let me make this key disappear. Yeah, done. So over here we have the White Hat Junior has done the design part for us. Okay, there are three things that we have to take from the design part, and the three things is that one is a label. So this one is an image in which we will display the diced images. This is a label which White Hat Junior has already taken for us, and they have given everything in this, like the font size, a text alignment. Okay, let me make the text alignment center. It will look attractive if I'll make it center. Okay, so firstly you can make the text alignment center in the setting of label. There's a button ID is button 1, image ID is image 1. Let me take an on event block. So on event is the condition of a button. So when the button is clicked, so what should happen? If you know, I think you already know what is on event. So on event is the what can I tell you in this? So on event is the condition, like we use if conditions, for any statement. So like that, in button statement we use on event conditions. It is very compulsory to take on event if there is a button condition. So let us now move ahead. If you can see my mouse spotlight, okay, here you can see on event button 1 click. What should happen when button 1 is clicked? Now I will declare a variable for more things. So we have to type less in the variable if I declare a variable. So I'll take a variable, name it as easy variable, easy work. I'll name this variable as easy work. I'll make a space. Okay, space will not work. Easy work. I'll do this one. Easy work. Okay. So here you don't have to put 0 here. So dice has how many faces? 6 faces. So take a random number from 1 to 6 in this. Let me do it for 1 to 6. So let me do it for 1 to 6. Yeah. So now if you can see, easy worker is defined, but it's not called in your program. here a triangle is coming. Why? I'll tell you. So we have not made any use of this easy work variable. That is why the triangle is coming. So now you have to go to take a set number block and take this, and id should be label. Set the number to x, sorry, not x, easy work. This variable name which you have given, you have to set it over here also. See, now it is gone. It is now the triangle is gone. Okay. See, easy work has gone. Sorry, not easy work. Triangle has gone from the one. So now you have to take an if condition over here from the control. Okay. I'll take an if else statement, but I have to name it as if only. So plus, take a plus block and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So plus it 5 times. Take a if else statement, plus it 5 times, and take a, then you have to press the minus block. Wait a minute, let me zoom it. It's not zooming. Yeah. So if you can see at the end of the statement, you can see a minus and plus. Firstly, you have to plus it for 5 times and minus it for 1 time. Then you can see the else one is gone. One else is gone. There is only else if, else if, else if, else if, else if, and if. So now go to the math block and take one. Where is the equality operator? Yeah, here it is. So take one equality operator and place it after here. Sorry, not after, in this. Okay. Place it here, 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 here. After every else if and after if also. So like this you have to place. So now you have to write here x value. So if x is equal to 1, like this, we have written for 1. No, not x, not x, not x. Easy work, sorry. Easy work is equal to 1. So what you have named the variable, that write that same name. So same I'll write over here, but not 1, I'll write 2. Just wait for some time. I'll just wait for some time. Yeah. So now easy work is equals to 1. Now 2. Like this. 3. Like this. Okay. 4, 5 and 6. You got my point. Okay, easy work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we are done. So now easy work has moved. Okay, that is rough. So now if easy work is equals to 1, if this variable we getting the text in variable is equals to 1, then we have to display a dice image with 1 dot only. So because if 1, there will be 1 over there here, then it should display 1 dot image. No, it should be same. So now I'll take a 1.png image. So now I'll just turn on my video and show you what to do next. So if you can see this mouse, okay, mouse. So from which I think from which this one we click. So we click from the left one. So press here your left one, drag it here till here. So if you can see, now it is blue. So now Control plus C it and then click on this else if block. Sorry, not else if, easy work block and wait. Like this you have to do it. Okay. Let me do it for everything, every single number. And lastly 6. It is very fast. No, Control plus CV, Control plus CV. So that only you have to do. Now 1 is here. Now we have to choose for 2.png. After 2.png you have to choose for 3 dot. Now after 3 is here, so you have to choose for 4 dot. So now 5.png and lastly 6.png. Okay, let me do it for 6. Yes. So if you can see now, this code is written. So now if you can see, we have to declare one more variable to change the background color. So we have done this. So if you can see now, see, why is not working? Debug commands, it is working, so it should work. let me, no, it is not working. Let me do what? Let me refresh my page, because I think it should work. Okay, I don't know why it is not working, but it should work. I've written the correct code. Yeah, see. It is working now. So I think there is some problem in that only. 4, 6. When it's 6, then 1, so 1. 3, then 3. Okay, like this. It should be very fast. As soon as we click the roll me button, 6, 6. Now click on roll me 3, 3. It should be like this, 5, 5. Okay. Now for we have to declare a variable called count variable. Okay. We have to now take a time loop. We have to firstly declare a variable called count variable, and then we have to take a timed loop. So firstly let me declare a variable. I'll tell you why. So count variable is, you have to declare the count variable to after if statement, not in the if statement. Count variable you have to declare it for, count variable, declare this variable for what? So for the background color, okay, of the screen. So it should it should be changed accordingly. Means if the dice has the number 6 and the dots of dice are also 6, then you have to change your background color 6 times, and also a sound should play in your background screen. Okay. So now for that we have to take one more variable called count variable, and with this count variable so we have to take a timed loop from the control block. Lastly, second last, there is a timed loop for, suppose I'll take for 5000. So it is a millisecond, not seconds. Okay, 5 seconds is equals to 5000 milliseconds. I want to take it for 1000 milliseconds, because it should be in 1 second. It should be very fast. Okay, I want to take for 1000 milliseconds. So I'll just take it for 1000 milliseconds, and then I'll take a if condition. I'll take a if condition. If, okay, if what should be there? So you have to take only one if condition. Sorry, not one if condition. Take if and else condition, not else if. Take a if and else condition, not else if. Okay, this only. It should be this type only. So if greater than or equal to, where is that? Yeah, here it is. If count value is greater than or equal to the get number, the number we get from label 1, okay, then it should stop the timed loop over there only. Okay, it should stop the timed loop. Else what should happen is that count is equals to then play sound. Now we have to take a play sound from UI controls. Go down, here is play sound. Okay, play sound is choose. Okay, choose for beep. I want beep sounds. Beep, hollow bell. I want this one. Okay, I'll take this and I'll choose this. It should be only 1 second sound. Now it should be false only. Okay, this should be false only. Now after this I have to set the property. Where is set property? Where is set property? I think it is down. Set property. Here is set property. Yes. ID should be screen 1, and this should be background color to RGB 2500. So now go to the math and take a random number and place it here. Okay, so 0 to 255, it should be like this. Okay, so it should be from 0. It should be 0 to 255. Okay, be like this, 0 to 0 value to 255 value, 0 to 55. Yeah, done. So now if you can see, background color RGB random number 0 to 255, done. Now after this we have to make our count variable plus 1. So x is equals to, take this one, x is equals to 1. So I'll name it as count. Now here count is equals to what? So count is equals to count plus 1. So I'll take this and I'll name this as count plus 1. Now our full coding is done. This is ready now. Okay. See, let me enable my original radio. So 2, 3, 4. It is changing 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this. Okay. So bye bye everyone. Okay. This was our full thing of this was our full project. It is very easy. Bye bye everyone. So do this project very nicely. If you have any doubt, send me in the comment box. Okay. Bye.